So a very humble beginning, but a beginning no less. And now our science center is done. Now it needs electricity and it needs to be out of the way for now, but close enough. I will throw in this red stuff, and then I'll go to my research tab. And this is the first one I need. You can see that little red inserter. That's a long inserter, so I need that. So what's going to happen is this is going to go through these red jars here, and it's going to create this research. You can see the major research up here. You can see that using the reds down here. And so I'll keep that filled up. So the idea of this early game anyway is to use automation to fill these research centers with greens and reds. And that's about as far as I progressed so far in the game. Like I said, I have not had it very long, but eventually you'll get to the point where there are multiple different kind of factories that you're going to run to get different kind of research. Ultimately building a rocket and getting into space. So let's do this. Okay, it's a good place to start. And we're just kind of waiting on the research so I can make this fully automated and I won't have to think about it for a while. And electricity is doing good. This is the one you really want to make sure. You see that electricity on the bottom right. You really want to make sure that thing stays electrified, because it will slow down the process if it's not, trust me. And the more of those research labs you have, the more research you can have, and it will just be faster. And that's what we want, fast research. When do we want it? We want it now. So everything's doing pretty well. So I'm making more of the red stuff here. Oh, almost got it already. Boom! Look at that. Okay, so we'll just do something like optics right now. That'll give us lights, but I'm not super worried about it. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and stop making those, because I want all of the stuff, and I'm going to start making these guys. So I need lots of plates for that. Alright, so we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. Awesome. Okay, and so these are long inserters, so you turn this around and see how it pulls from that middle. That's where that yellow line is. And that pole is right in the way. I'm a dummy. Let's try that again. Boom, boom, and boom. That one's a little too far. That pole is also in the way. And we'll put this guy right here, turn that way. Excellent. So now, there you have it. So now all of these guys will pull coal from the middle, put it inside when needed, and iron from this side and copper from that side. So everything's coming up Millhouse there. And I'm going to ultimately need 6 of these, so let's build 1, 2, 3. Like I said, iron is early on what you really need. Copper, you need some, but not as much. So I'm going to concentrate on iron just for the beginning here. You can see now when I come back. And I'll put a conveyor system on this side as well. But let's go ahead and get these 3 built first. Skip 1. And the skipping is really for the electrical poles. Which means I can put 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there. Also 1 here, and 1 here. Just like tying shoelaces over them. Okay, and then we're going to need a bunch of these things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 at least. Do some more conveyors while we're at it. Right, so let's go ahead and position these guys. Almost did it again. Almost did it again. I didn't make enough of those, okay. Obviously I can't count. Then we'll put these guys here. Excellent. Alright, and we're going to need some more boxes. Alright, and now we'll do this. We'll say, first and foremost, let's get at the coal. See those arms swinging into action? And we'll get at the iron. So, we're going to run out of iron because I have way too many furnaces for just one drill. I calculate it for a drill for every, like, 1.5 or 2 of these. So, I probably need anywhere from 3 to 4 drills to make this super happy, to make it back up. I think 3 would probably get it. So I'm gonna do 3. I mean, why not, right? It's just electricity and I should have plenty of that. So we'll do that right there. Actually, I only did 2 for some reason. I can't count tonight. Oh no, it did build the other one. There you go. Okay, so they're all running. Now we just need to put down conveyor belts. And so now you can see we're pumping out a lot more iron ore. That'll go over to these guys. I always want to see these furnaces running. And right now it's only the first 2. So we'll let that build up a little bit. And I mean, that should be enough. It might be barely enough, but we'll see. I think this will actually start to back up. So it will all be good, man. Sorry about that. I had to get a little bit of water. All right, so you can see they're all cooking now. Okay, so here's the deal. What I'm gonna do is I gotta make this where I can turn these conveyors to the right and to the left, and give myself the ability to put more furnaces this way and this way eventually. That's gonna create a little trickery here, so I'm gonna need a lot more conveyors, a lot more than that. Okay, so let's see. This conveyor, I'm gonna need this one to go underneath, right? Or I can make these go underneath. This might be easier. This is gonna turn. No, okay, so the copper, okay, so the iron and the copper are not going to turn. The only one that needs to split is the coal. The coal needs to split to both sides. So I can just turn this guy tight, I think. Question is, can I get this guy under it? I think so, because I can get there, yeah. So we'll go here, and we'll turn it there. We'll just bring it out like this. And then we'll bring plates out. We're gonna need to split the plates and things like that. So, oh, you know what? I remember why I waited. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing this in my head. The first things first, I need a splitter. So, that means I need more research. Forgot about this. So, let's cancel optics. I don't really care about that. Let's go to the splitter splitter. That's this guy. That's logistics. So we need that research. And let's go ahead and make a bunch of these guys. Just a bunch of them. As a matter of fact, let's just empty it out. It'll take a minute to make all those, but it will be worth it. While we're doing this, let's get rid of some of this and some of that. Some of this and some of that. Just get it out of my inventory. Not that inventory, excuse me, is a big deal at this point. So I'll need to turn this copper. Kind of confusing myself here. Okay, the splitter will come out. It'll split in two different directions, that way and that way. I'll need this one to turn, so this needs to go out one more to the splitter. So splitter will be here. It will split out here. That means this guy turns this way. Should be right there. I'll just keep it there for now. And see, how did I do this? I feel like hate to just sit here and hum ha, but I really need to figure this out. It might be easier once I get the research going, so I can actually set that thing out there. Anyway, we'll throw 20 of those guys in. We'll start researching. As this goes, we're going to get plenty of iron. See, we're getting some steel plates here. These are iron plates, I'm sorry. Because we do make steel later in the game. There we go. Yeah, once we get the splitter, that'll make it easier. I'm just trying to remember. I don't feel like I had a splitter like that. Oh, I remember what I did. That's right. I went out extra far with this and then turned them back. That's right. So that means that this guy goes out. And they turn at the same level. And then these guys will turn back into it. So I'll have the splitter here, right there, and it'll turn back down into these. That's right. That's how to do that. Okay. So now we're just waiting on the production. It's ticking along, slowly but surely. See, we're doing okay with iron production. Not super duper. It's not backing all the way up. I'll probably use another one of those drills, but coal is keeping up. That's good. Always does. Tell you what, while we're waiting, let's check out the coal production over here. Don't want to get caught with our pants down. Oh, and there's some pants getting down here. I mean, this box is full, so it's starting to back up, but it probably wouldn't hurt to have another one of those guys. Probably wouldn't hurt. You can see the performance on this is not super high. Consuming a lot of fluid. It's weird. I don't know if performance has something to do with the distance or how many things are on it. Because it's full of steam. It must have to do with the electrical consumption. Oh, anyway, one thing at a time, right? Can I move this in front? No, I can't. And I want to keep my red, so that's okay for now. I don't want to jump the gun there. Don't build it if you don't need it. It's a good rule to live by in these kind of games. Alright, so we're getting good on that. So this is looking good so far. And if you're just joining us, this is Factorio. I am JoeHova. Welcome. We're playing this base builder where you make a factory to build a rocket to escape the planet. And so far, so good. Well, come on, research. Need you to hurry the hell up. There we go. I think that'll be enough, so we'll stop that production there. Go ahead and put those two guys in. And now we have our splitters. Let's go ahead and just start on the green packs. Probably won't finish it. Okay, so splitters. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these underground belts. A couple splitters. And let's see, right there. And right there. Okay, so the splitter. I'll do it here. I don't think it will pull copper. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. And then I will turn this one this away. Oh, damn, I ran out of those. Can't believe it. I cannot believe it, Captain. Okay, gonna get plenty of steel plates. We're about to make conveyors over here, so all this little individual box stuff won't be necessary. And these conveyors start yellow, they go to red. I think they might even go to different colors as well. I see.
And also, they're just even now, so I never lose my amount that I have on potion consumption. So I always, when I use one, I get another one.
Okay, we'll extend this out. Both of these, as a matter of fact. And we'll work on the line going underneath. Now, that means we'll need this guy here to there. And I'll do another splitter here. Alright, now this is where it gets tricky. A splitter there. I'll turn it sideways. Get a couple more of these guys. I'll put that into a box. So, if I do need steel plates manually, I can grab those. And it requires electricity. Get that there. Okay, and on this side, we're going to need to have these separated by 30. You'll see what I mean on that in a little while. So that means these can go. So I can drop these boxes here. And make conveyors. Right there. And now these conveyors will take these steel plates, they'll put them in the box. They'll also get them ready for this side to go out wherever I want it to go. And we'll get to that here in a minute. Now I really need to do the same thing on the copper side. Right, so we're going to need another splitter.